Hello, what's up, and what's happening? Welcome back for yet another Miles Off 24/7 production. And today, we're just playing some college football because college football is coming to an end. We did a Rose Bowl earlier, Oregon taking on Free Shoes U, aka Florida State. And today, or tonight, we're going to be doing Ohio State taking on Alabama. Now, a lot of people, they have Alabama favorite to win this game. I'm kind of leaning that way as well. Alabama has always been one of the better teams in college football, especially the last couple of years. And they seem to have a pretty good team this year as well. Ohio State, they're going to be playing with their third-string quarterback, Jones. But I think that, he's going to carry over from the Big Ten title game. He played very well in that game. And I feel like he's really going to do the same versus Alabama. But I feel like Alabama's just way too talented. Has a lot more talent, in my opinion, than Ohio State does. But in this game, I'm going to be playing with Ohio State, and I'm going to be trying to get the upset, I guess you could say. So right there, we got Jones. And we're going to slide down after we pick up the big first down. Now we got Elliott. And look at Elliott going around the outside. Ezekiel Elliott, double E, picks up a gain of 7. So it's 2nd and 3. We can keep it with Jones, but that was a mistake as we go back 4 yards. -4 on the play. And on 3rd and 7, Jones drives by the pass. We're going to find Devin Smith for a gain of 13. So Ohio State, they're going to keep this thing on the ground as we're going to give the ball to Rod Smith, and he's going to take that thing right up that guy and pick up a gain of 10. Move those chains for Ohio State. So it's 1st and 10 out. Jones drops back the pass. He's going to find the tight end for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Going to give the ball to double E, Ezekiel Elliott, and he's going to take that thing to the crib. Touchdown, the Ohio State University, gain of 26 on that play, and I think that's going to be a key in this game in real life. Can Ohio State maintain that running game? Keep it easy, because I believe in the Big Ten championship game, I believe that Jones only threw like 12 passes, maybe 12 or 15 passes, and I think that's what you want to do versus Alabama. Even though Alabama has a great run D, it's not as good as it was, in past years, but it's still great. But I think that if Ohio State can continue to run the ball like they did basically all year, they should have a great chance to beat Alabama. And of course, this football, and this is why we love football, because football really gives you the chance to see upsets. I feel like in other sports, you kind of know who's going to win. It's kind of already predicted for you, you know what I mean? But I feel like in football, a couple of bounces, a couple of bad calls, a couple of missed opportunities, and the other team has a great chance to beat you. So after we get Alabama to go 3 and out, we get the ball right back, and we're going to give the ball to Elliott. That's what we're going to do, man. We're going to try to give the ball to Elliott all day long. But that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. Ohio State has the ball marching down the field at the end of the first quarter, and Ohio State is up 7-0. 7-0 Ohio State on top. If they can do that in real life, have the lead at the end of the first quarter, is going to set up for a very interesting ball game. So Jones, he has it, and Jones is going to keep it. He's going to take a huge hit. Alabama don't play on defense. They be smacking people. So right there, 1st and 10, he's going to throw an interception. Jones, no, as Trey Dupree steps in front of that one for the INT. So Alabama's going to take over. 1st and 10, Sims drops back the pass, and they have him taking off and running like his hair was on fire in this one. I don't know. I mean, of course, this game is a year old. It's NCAA 14 with NCAA 15 rosters, but Blake Sims, he's running all over the place. He doesn't really do that in real life. He really does try to stay in the pocket and break down the defense with his reads and, stay in the pocket and use his arm to beat defenses. But right there, he's going to use his legs again and pick up a solid gain that picks up a first down. Very next play on 1st and 10, going to find White as White got away from Grant for a 15-yard reception, and that's going to lead for another Alabama first down. So Alabama's moving the ball down the field inside the red zone of Ohio State. So it's 3rd and 7 now. Can Blake convert on 3rd? Dang, drops back the pass, looking to the outside, and that pass is just a little bit too far outside, and Alabama will have to settle for a field goal. So on 4th and 7, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So Alabama's going to cut the deficit down to 4. 7-3 is the score, and now Ohio State has a chance to get the ball back with about 2:54 to go in the first half and try to add to their lead. So on the kick return, there goes Wilson. Wilson up to the 30, up to the 40, past the 50 in Alabama territory, and he's going to take that thing all the way to the crib. Touchdown, the Ohio State University, as Wilson takes that about 103 yards on that kick return. Again, to see the replay, he got a couple of nice blocks on the play. He got a couple nice blocks from the get-go, especially by number 17 and number 8 right there. He got a couple of good blocks, and now Ohio State is up by 2 possessions. So it's 14-3 as Sims and the Alabama offense comes back on the field and give the ball to TJ Yeldon. And that's a good idea. Give it to that young man. Let him take some of the pressure off of Sims. He picks up 9 right there. Sims, I don't know what he was doing right there, but that pass will fall incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 1, and Alabama needs to convert. Sims drops back. The pass going to go to Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper picks up the first down. Arguably the best college football receiver in the game, and most likely will be the first receiver taken in the 2015 NFL Draft if he declares to go to the draft, which I think he will. So Sims, he's going to tuck that thing away, and he's going to pick up a gain of 18. Again, in real life, he really doesn't look to scramble that much, but here he is scrambling all up and down the field on Ohio State. So Sims drops back to pass, and he avoids the rush. He's going to cut upfield and take a huge hit. My goodness, that was nasty. Incredible play though by Sims as he cut to the right, then he has to go back to the left after he spins out of that one tackle, but then look out for that truck that just ran you over. My goodness. Sims drops back in to find White on 2nd and 6, and White is going to pick up the first down. So that's a nice play by White on the outside, works his way to the inside of the field and gets open for Blake Sims, who finds him with a nice ball. So it's 1st and 10 as Sims has time, but again, he just takes off and runs. He's going to break one tackle and finally get brought down at around the 10-yard line. So right now, 2nd and 3 inside the 5 for Alabama as they drop back the pass. Sims has it, and again, he got happy feet out there because he just keeps on taking off and running. That's going to be a loss of 4. Now it is 3rd down, and Alabama is 1 for 4 on 3rd down so far on this one. And Sims, he takes off and runs again, and that's going to be a loss of 1 on that sack, and they have to settle for another field goal to kick us up, and the kick is good. So Alabama, they score before the half is up to make it a 14-6 ball game, a 1-possession game. That's doable for this Alabama offense. You know that defense is stingy. They already have a turnover, and of course Ohio State trying to keep the ball on the ground. Try to keep the ball on the ground and keep this Alabama defense honest, man. That's the key, man. So after we see this nice car drive by, yo, Nissan, let me get a car, please. No? Okay. Can't blame me for asking. But anyways, as we check out the halftime stats, you will see that Ohio State only 37 yards passing. Alabama got 43, 75 on the ground for Ohio State, and 54 for Alabama. So as we start the second half, Alabama's going to start it off with the football. Blake Sims is going to try to lead a comeback. So down by 8, still, it's only a 1-possession game. Alabama can make that up. And there goes TJ Yeldon around the outside for a gain of 7, setting up 2nd and 3 just outside the 30. And there goes Yeldon up past the 40, gonna get brought down at midfield, and he's gonna pick up a first down on the ground. 7 carries, 45 yards for TJ Yeldon. So now Alabama, they're marching the ball down the field. It's 3rd and 7, though. Can they convert over the middle? And they're gonna find Jones, and Jones is gonna pick up the first down. Jones in the slot is a flat-out beast. The middle of the field was wide open. He worked his way to the middle of the field with a slant route and got the first down. So now 2nd and 13, gonna take a shot deep to Cooper, and Amari Cooper is gonna get down inside the 5, down at the 1-yard line. I thought that he might have got in, but they're gonna rule him down. You see him get away from Grant. It was press coverage, but he got about it like a bar of soap in the middle of your hand. You can't squeeze it, it's too hard. 1st and goal. Now they give the ball to Drake, and Kenyon Drake gets up in the end zone, and now Alabama has a chance to tie this ball game up with the 2-point conversion. It was 14-12, go for 2. Sims again takes off and runs, gets away from one man, but he won't get away from the rest of the Ohio State defense as he puts it on the turf, and Ohio State's recovered it, and now it's going to be a 14-12 game. Up by 2, they can give the ball to Elliott, and Elliott, he's going to work his way downfield with the 8-yard run, and that's going to lead to 2nd and 2. This time Jones keeps on the read option. He's going to fall forward for the first down, gain of 3 on the play. Jones has it, throws it, and Trey the Priest gets in front of that pass for the 2nd time today. 2 turnovers by the Ohio State offense, both of them committed by Jones through the air, and both of them were intercepted by Trey the Priest. So now TJ Yeldon, he gets up the field. He's going to pick up a gain of 8. So it's 3rd and 2 now. Can Blake Sims pick up this first down? Gives the ball to TJ Yeldon. Look at the cut. Oh my goodness, gets into the end zone. It looked like the Ohio State defense had him bottled up, but he's gonna cut to the left with a beautiful, just a beautiful cut move and get into the end zone. Go for 2 again. That one should have been intercepted, but nonetheless, they have to settle for just 6 again. So now Ohio State has it first and 10, that pass gets dropped. Now it's 3rd and 13. Gonna set up a screen pass, and that won't work as Ohio State will be forced to punt at the end of the 3rd quarter. So 2 touchdowns, and now Alabama is up by 4 going into the 4th quarter. So 18-14 is the score. 1st and 10 for Alabama. There goes TJ Yeldon trying to get around the outside, but that stingy Ohio State defense bottles him up right there. So 2nd and 10 now. Sims has it, and again, Sims is looking to run as he's trying to pick up the 1st down, but he only picks up 9. They're going to mark him inches short from the 1st down. So on 3rd and inches, Sims has it, drops back the pass, and he takes off and tries to run again. That's going to be a loss of 3, and the Alabama Crimson Tide are forced to punt. So on that pass play, Jones going to find Spencer, who picks up a gain of 13. Move those chains for Ohio State. There goes Elliott around the outside, and Elliott should have dipped his shoulder just a little bit harder like Eddie George would have back in the day, but he can't. Give the ball to Rod Smith, and they will actually give him the 1st down on that play. 2nd and 11 now as Jones drops back the pass, looking for Devin Smith, but he can't catch up to it. And now it's 3rd and 11 and separate screen pass, and the thought was, get the ball closer to the 1st down marker, go for it on 4th down. But because we lost 8 on the play, making it 4th and 19, I decided to punt the ball away, but that might seal the fate for Ohio State. So Alabama picks up 6 on that TJ Yeldon run, and now it's 2nd and 4 as Yeldon going to try and pick up the 1st down, but he cannot get denied, and that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. So it's 3rd and 6, and they go to the air, which surprised me in the Ohio State defense. And now all they have to do is run the clock out with the kneel down, and that's what they do. And Alabama's going to walk out of the Sugar Bowl victorious. Unbelievable. We blew a 8-point lead at the half. Alabama scored 12 unanswered points, but that's gonna wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I enjoy bringing it to you. I'm your man Miles Doctor 24/7, and I hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace. Hot sauce.